So, imagine for a second not just being broke, but being deep, deep in the negatives. Imagine a reality where you literally need a friend to loan you $4,000 every single month just to survive. Humbling, right? Honestly, maybe even a little shameful. But, this raw, zero-point reality, that was the actual starting line back in 2013 and 2014 for the creator of the source material we're looking at today. If you've ever felt completely underwater financially, I want you to know you're definitely not alone. And more importantly, hitting rock bottom can actually be the exact springboard you need for your greatest achievements.
Welcome to This Explainer. I am so thrilled you're here with us. Today, we're unpacking the ultimate step-by-step playbook on going from absolute zero to building generational wealth. We're going to dive right into the architecture of abundance. Now, a lot of people out there think that only luck or, privilege creates millionaires. But today, we're dismantling that belief entirely, using a really structured blend of mindset and skill set. Think of these like the engine and the wheels of your wealth vehicle. We're going to use real numbers, highly practical steps, and some timeless wisdom to map all of this out. Okay, let's take a quick look at the roadmap for today. We'll cover 1. The purpose of wealth, 2. The wealth building formula, 3. Essential business skills, and 4. Taking unstoppable action.
Let's jump right into section 1, the purpose of wealth. Before we get into the how, we really have to address the why. Because, let's be honest, there's this deeply ingrained myth passed down through years of tradition that being broke is somehow more holy, or that wealth is just inherently bad for your soul. Well, the source material shatters that right out of the gate. Poverty is not a prerequisite for piety. Actually, look closely at the specific phrasing used in this timeless truth from Deuteronomy 8. Don't forget the Lord who gives you the power to get wealth. Notice how it says the power to get wealth, not just handing you the wealth itself. The idea here is that a blessing doesn't come with sorrow. It's designed for abundance and impact. It's an empowerment. It's a spiritual tool meant to be wielded with real purpose.
And that brings us to a really vital technical term, covenant. A covenant is essentially a binding agreement with responsibilities designed to establish purpose. The creator points out that the power to get wealth isn't given just so you can buy Lamborghinis or lavish mansions. It's given to establish a covenant on earth. That means wealth is meant to create impact rather than just purchase fleeting pleasure. We're talking about purpose-driven wealth here.
Which leads perfectly into our next concept, stewardship. This is the act of managing something that isn't fully yours. When you start to view wealth as a means to serve a higher calling, it completely redefines what success looks like. Wealth becomes a tool, kind of like a fire starter or a well of water. When it's guided by strong values and good stewardship, it blesses not just you, but generations to come.
All right, moving smoothly into section 2, the wealth building formula.
So how do we actually construct this wealth from the ground up? How do we transition from just having a purpose to actually executing in the real world? The author breaks the journey down into these 3 acts of wealth. First up, awareness. Success starts with seeing what others simply walk right past. Awareness is like adjusting a camera lens to sharpen your view so you can spot hidden wells in the wilderness. Second is skill, specifically proficiency, being exceptionally good at something valuable. And third, his unstoppable action. Because think about it, seeing the opportunity and having the skill means absolutely nothing if you don't step up and execute.
Here is the crucial point. You have to internalize this overarching mathematical equation. Mindset times skill set times tool set equals assets. Income always follows assets. But assets are created by multiplying how you think, what you can do, and the systems you use to leverage it all. And notice that multiplication sign. They're multiplied, not added. That is a huge distinction.
And this cake metaphor brilliantly illustrates exactly why that multiplication matters so much. Think about building assets like baking a cake. If you have a complete cake, flour, sugar, eggs, boom, it rises beautifully. But if your batter is missing even one ingredient, what happens? It falls completely flat. If you're missing the right mindset, your skill set, or your tool set, your wealth vehicle simply isn't going anywhere. You've got to develop all 3 to really see your results escalate.
Let's dive into section 3, essential business skills. Think of proficiency like a master chef's knife. With it, you can create something extraordinary from the simplest ingredients or even just scraps. If you are sitting at absolute zero right now, these are the 3 disciplines you absolutely must master to escape. Step 1, innovation. Step 2, marketing and sales. Step 3, money management. If you miss even one of these, your business is going to wither, but master all 3, you'll flourish, even in really tough economic seasons. This architectural blueprint is one you'll definitely want to commit to memory. First, innovation. This is being the inventor.
creating or sourcing elegant solutions to real, tangible problems. Second, marketing. This is the storyteller, the art and science of generating desire and uncovering value so people are literally glad to pay you. And third, money management. This makes you the gardener, the discipline of ensuring your outflow never exceeds your inflow, constantly pruning your resources for maximum growth.
To bring this to life, there's a fantastic story shared in the source material about the author's dad. He was a plumber who also sold cotton candy at the circus on the side. His boss told him to sell the cotton candy for 25 cents and bring back a dime. But instead, he took the initiative to charge a full $1, brought back the dime to his boss, and kept the 90 cents. I mean, brilliant, right? That perfectly demonstrates arbitrage, profiting from price differences, and initiative, seeing an angle nobody else sees. That's the exact kind of entrepreneurial resourcefulness that anyone can learn and model.
And that brings us to our final pivot. Section 4, taking unstoppable action.
So you've got the spiritual foundation, you've got the formula, you've got the 3 skills. But awareness leads you to a crossroads. You have to actually decide. And to truly make a decision means to cut off all other options. Notice the stark contrast here between intentionality and distraction. Intentionality is the art of ignoring distractions and zoning in exclusively on what moves the needle. It's exactly like a master sculptor relentlessly chipping away the excess rock to reveal the masterpiece hiding underneath. Most people flounder because they just get lost in the noise and distraction. Successful people hyper-focus on intention.
Let me ask you a very direct question right now. Are you more focused on your own lack or on providing solutions for others? It's tough, right? When we're at zero, it is so incredibly easy to just obsess over our empty bank accounts. But that blind spot is exactly what prevents you from seeing the opportunity sitting right in front of you.
So here is the ultimate paradigm shift you have to make. 1. Serve over sell. 2. Obsess over others' problems. 3. Master your value proposition. Listen to this closely. All the money you want is currently sitting in someone else's bank account. And the only technical way to acquire it is to serve them so exceptionally well that they are thrilled to hand it to you. When you become obsessed with helping others, your own financial problems naturally begin to shrink. You join the top 1% because almost no one else actually operates this way.
To wrap up our explainer today, I want to leave you with a final, provocative thought to turn all this knowledge into real, purpose-driven action. What is one problem in someone else's life you can craft an elegant solution for today? Just start with what you have. Look for the unseen opportunities around you right now and use your innovation, marketing, and money management to bring it to life. Zero is not the end. It's literally just the starting line. Thank you so much for exploring this with me. Stay intentional and